Good morning, students. Today we'll study about what is a poetry. A poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. Poetry is important because it helps us to understand and appreciate the world around us. Poetry's strength lies in its ability to shed a sideways light on the world. It teaches us how to live. A poetry can affect all generations and make people consider anything from love to loss. It can inspire. The poet speaks to the reader, exclusively giving an insight into the inner workings of their minds, their ideas, their loves and hates. Each layer of a poem interacts with another to give the poem its ultimate meaning. Poets didn't limit themselves to the common day-to-day activities, but even covered themes like war, corruption, and many more. Poems are considered as a valuable artwork, and their manuscripts are well preserved. Many poets have been widely remembered for their contribution to the English language that sealed them a permanent spot in the course of history for generations to come. Today, we will know about a few of the top poets that have made a mark with their words and touched our hearts. I hope you must be knowing a few. Let's check. The very first poet in our today's list is William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was born on 7th April 1770 in northwest England. He was one of the pioneers of the introduction of the much talked about Romantic age in English literature that left a lasting impact on literary work and developments. His poems like The Solitary Reaper and Anecdote for Fathers are some of his best works, which are even taught to students all over the world. He served as the Poet Laureate of Britain from 1843 to 1850. That is the same year in which he died. Another poet is Samuel Taylor Coleridge. He was born on 21st October 1772 in the English countryside. He was a close friend of William Wordsworth and was proactive in establishing the Romantic age. His teacher played an important role in framing him as well as his career, since he gave him guidance which helped Samuel to produce some of the best works like Rime of the Ancient Mariner, that features one of the classy similes of English literature tools as painted ship upon a painted ocean. He died in the year 1834. The third poet in our today's list is William Shakespeare. You must have heard about him, didn't you? He was a renowned English poet, playwright, and an actor who was born in April 1564 in Stratford upon Avon, currently United Kingdom. Shakespeare's works include 38 plays, 2 narrative poems, 154 sonnets, and a variety of other poems. But Shakespeare's plays manuscripts are not known to exist today. He died in the year 1616. Now, who doesn't know him? Our own Rabindranath Tagore, the man who gave us our national anthem, Jan Gan Man. Rabindranath Tagore was born on 7th May 1861. He was the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize in Literature for his work Gitanjali. Gitanjali was a collection of his own poems written in Bengali. In 1913, Gitanjali was reviewed upon as being original and reviving spiritual and sympathetic feeling. One of his most famous works was Where the Mind is Without Fear. The next poet is Robert Frost. Robert Frost was one of the most famous poets in America's literature front. His writings generally portrayed the typical rural life of the English countryside. Robert Frost was born on March 26, 1874, and he died at the age of 88 at Boston, USA. One of his most revered poems is The Road Not Taken, which has the lines, I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference, which is quoted by many writers, even till date. You all must be knowing about the Nightingale of India. Yes, it's Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and a poet. She was born on 13th February 1879 and was regarded as one of the most famous female poets. Her work is noted for as an expression of various shades of romantic sensibilities and fervor. Her poems combine elements of Indian culture and civilization and serve as mirrors to the time in which she lived. The major themes of Sarojini Naidu's poems are search for pure love, seeking comfort in natural beauty, and everyday experiences of life. This finishes our today's knowing about poets and the various poetries that they are associated with. Hope you liked it. Stay healthy, stay safe.